Hey there, Edibles. It's Mary Sheila.
And Deanna.
Hope you guys are all doing well. We are just coming in here live to let you know that we have a cooking class coming up in January, kind of a New Year's resolution cooking class.
Join us.
Thinking about it, it's, we've been in this quarantine for a while and we're all cooking a lot more, and I bet we're all doing some great cooking out there, but are you ready for a little inspiration?
Yeah. And, speaking of that, this shelter in place time, man, it can make you go stir crazy because it changes our kind of outside routines and our work routines. But I think it's really important to remember that, like, if you're working at home, you got to know when to transition, and you got to know when to kind of pull away from that timeline and like still take your lunch break, still prepare your day properly and know when to stop and like have dinner and kind of, retreat for the night. And so cooking is more than just, I don't know how to do it, or, or you do and you just want to be inspired. It's a way of taking in respite, time away from those things we do and that stir crazy in your house. You got to do something with that energy. And so it's really about what can you get done in the kitchen.
Absolutely. And, so we're going to do a virtual cooking class. It's January 10th, and we're really excited to share with you some awesome recipes. We worked really hard on the recipes. We're going to do a delicious chutney, a spiced persimmon and pear chutney.
There's a beautiful kale pesto and a black-eyed pea spiced stew.
Yep, and black-eyed peas are really good luck for the new year, so we thought we'd bring those in. And then Deanna it created this recipe of a carrot ginger raita.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. And then we're going to do some medicinal ghees and talk a little bit about proper food preparation. So it's going to be literally a class that will give you like a lot of new tools in the kitchen. And, the one thing I could say about both of us is like, so we've been teaching together for a while and we love to do things in the kitchen. And so when we get together to work on some of our curriculum, we always whip each other up a good meal. And we're really kind of fast and efficient and flavorful. Fast, efficient, and flavorful.
Yeah.
Like that's a great way to say it. And so we want to, really impart that for you and share with you some ways to really up-level your health. I mean, we're coming into cold season. We're also in the middle of COVID. And we're all thinking about our immune system. And so we really want to give you some ways. And honestly, I know we both will say this. It's like food is your medicine. And the more you spice your food up, and we're talking about like spicing it up delicious.
Yeah.
Sometimes people think about spicy as like burn your tongue, hot, spicy. And that is not at all what we're talking about.
Aromatics.
Yes. We're talking about really like getting your like very protective digestive juices going, getting all of your senses going in a way that's going to make things like absolutely delicious, but medicine.
And let's remember all the spices are the world of blood building and blood tonics. So they're the tonics of our body and keeping our blood and our lymph flowing. And they are also enzymatic. And they provide all different enzymes according to their color and whether it's a root or a seed or a leaf. So different parts of that plant that the spice comes from, or what we call spices and herbs, really lend themselves to certain ways of supporting us in our meal. So if you add in a leaf and a seed, a leaf, a seed, and a root, you just built a plant of flavor.
Yeah.
And you really are getting all these beautiful variations of medicine that are going to be all about lymph and blood and also enzymatic digestive health, keeping everything churning in the right direction and in the right way. And so it's going to be fun to really explore, how do you taste this and how do you know what something offers? And also just how do you start playing with those spices? Because, you're only going to mess up your meal once. Try ossifatida for the first time. You might mess up your meal if you don't watch your amount. Other herbs and spices are going to be so simple. You could like throw a whole handful in there and you're just adding flavor. And so we're here in this virtual cooking class. We're here just like in our edible Ayurveda course to really help you to be able to know when you can use something liberally and when do you use just a little pinch. And how do you trust yourself in that? You smell it, you look at it, you taste it, it'll tell you. And so, we're excited to help you to start letting things that maybe are scary and unknown. We have enough of that in the world. So this whole unknown, scary timeline, it's really about exploring the mystery and letting yourself say, let me get awkward in the kitchen if that's where you're at. In cooking and in the kitchen. And if you're really advanced, how do you just get really, really detailed about what it is that you're adding as flavor that is actually adding medicine and value to your life? And so really this is for everyone. You can be really beginner and we're gonna, help you a little bit in the beginning, getting your kitchen ready. And if you're advanced, well, you can just really pay attention to like all those little medicinal details we'll give you throughout the day.
Yeah, exactly. So, and both of us teaching the edible Ayurveda class, we're really going to try to, in this day-long virtual cooking class, kind of lead with the Ayurveda. So if you've been curious about it and you want to learn more, but there's one thing to kind of learn about it and understand it and think about it and read a book about it, but it's a complete game changer when you're in the kitchen and you're like cooking and you're understanding it through the flavors and through even the look of the food. So we'll really lead with some of those concepts so that you get a good understanding. And again, a hallmark of Ayurvedic cooking and just that the way of bringing that into your life is through spices. So we're going to also really, have some delicious spice combinations that you maybe never even thought of before, that you're just going to be like, okay, hello, this is my new favorite thing.
That's right.
That's what happens. And so if you're kind of ready for a little up level, like you're just, you've been cooking the same old for the last few months, and maybe your family is like, not this again, Mom, then this is a great class for you to get really inspired. And so if you're really ready for some inspiration, you want to learn to eat better, you're not exactly sure what to do, and you want to learn more about the Ayurvedic concepts, we invite you to join us for this cooking class on January 10th. From 10 to 3 Pacific time, and it's going to be completely recorded, and you'll get the recording. So if you somehow aren't available that day or you want to watch it again, you will be able to. So it's totally worth your while to join us for that class. We'll have a lot of fun. There'll be time for some Q&A. Anyways.
And we prepare you. So when you sign up for the class, you will get your shopping list and a little video of us preparing you for this class. So if you're a little bit nervous, know that we are here to hold your hand, and to really help you to kind of get to your kitchen and kind of get comfortable with that idea of cooking. Yeah. But we prepare you all along the way. And again, that's January 10th, and it's 10 to 3. And please join us. We're excited. I think you are going to be more amazed in how you can feel doing a virtual cooking class than you might think.
Exactly.
So consider that too. This is a whole new terrain, but it also means we get to explore new things.
Yeah. And you make them in your kitchen. So you really kind of, it's nice to say, oh, I can do this in my own kitchen. I can do this in my own kitchen. And you kind of really reinvigorate your own space. So we hope you can join us. Let us know if you have any questions. There's a link below. And hope you have a great day. And thanks for tuning in.